Running a cattle ranch demands a number of skills. There's breeding stock to consider, feed for the animals, and of course it's helpful if you're handy on horseback. Well, for one California cattlewoman, that ranching know-how has long been a part of the family tradition.
Is that a bull?
Bull.
Yeah.
Sheila Bowen thinks that a little instruction on horseback is the perfect way to teach the next generation about their ranching heritage. After all, cattle have been raised on this family land for more than a century.
And it's just been a blessing for us to get to raise our children here and to live this lifestyle.
The family's Carver Bowen Ranch raises cattle in these rolling oak-covered hills of California's Kern County, some 150 miles north of Los Angeles. City folks might think that ranching is strictly a male occupation, but all across the Heartland, women play a key role in raising cattle and sheep.
Make sure it's got a chain on it, because we're going to sort into that lane.
Sheila's life as a rancher began in the late 70s when she first met her husband Jeff in college.
When we were dating, Jeff used to bring me up and we would do whatever chores needed to be done, and then we would go fish in the ponds and have a great time catching bass and bluegill. And I would go home, and I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters, and I would tell them, you know, that we got to go fishing in the pond up there in the mountains, and they wanted to come along on the next date so they could take part in that.
The mother of 4 allowed the ranching experience to envelop her.
We feel that we are contributing to the food that feeds this nation and this world, and to the extent that our little piece is helping, we're very proud of that.
Most consumers have a limited idea of the work involved in running a ranch. For Sheila and her family, it's meant efforts to improve their land while raising Hereford and Angus beef for market. Those elements play a major role in her public outreach efforts with the Kern County Cattlewomen's Association.
So the fact that we're going to get to have some actual footage in there of the live action, and we'll add a lot to it, and I think it'll make it real special.
She and other cattlewomen develop tools to educate kids on how meat products make their way to the supermarket.
We teach them about our industry and have a DVD of ranch life from a child's perspective, so that those children can get an idea of what children their same age are doing if living out here on a cattle ranch.
She has a real heart for kids, and so she has no problem bringing our kids and her own into these settings and allowing them an opportunity to promote beef and do community service themselves. She gives those kids a chance to work.
They play a big role in educating the public and trying to educate children on their food and where it comes from, and what the cattlemen do every day.
Sheila's work, on and off horseback, earned her the title as Kern County Cattlewoman of the Year.
Anything that Sheila does, she gives 110%. Doesn't matter whether it's here on the ranch or with the Cattle Women's Organization or at church, taking care of the kids. She puts everything into it.
She is not afraid to just put herself out there and work hard and put the Kern County Cattlewomen Association out in the community, whether it's at the fair or getting into the classrooms to talk about ag or any other community event.
Tending their stock on horseback, ranching in this Southern California hill country gives family members the chance to work side by side.
Not many people get to work with their mom, especially out working cattle on horseback and stuff. And she's a good hand. She helps my dad out a lot. She's out there every day doing things any other cowboy could do.
Sheila says her work to promote the cattle industry is an effort to let consumers understand that ranching can be one way to promote green technologies through renewable resources.
The fact that our cattle can go out here and utilize this grass and convert that to a commodity that we can use to feed our country is a proper utilization of the resources out here. I feel very blessed to be a part of this family and a part of the legacy that they have built.